Showing control line at 970 Romeo with 873 flight level 118.
Hello 970 Romeo Shannon, good day. Battery 1 Lima, landing runway 28, squawk 6617.
Hey Levi, how you doing?
Coming to Dublin, squawk 6617, and we don't have the battery 1 Lima in Martins. They did a bit for some reason, so I'll go to battery 3 Tango.
Hello 970 Romeo, that's copy. Expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 28.
Expecting vectors for 28 right now.
Shark 58, Mike, descend altitude 3000 feet, open QNH 1000 hectopascals, and will it be the ILS or visual approach?
Said 3000 feet on the QNH 1000, and it's going to be ILS, Shark 58 Mike.
Shark 58, Mike, thanks from Lockmole cleared, ILS Spark runway 28 from port established.
I'm not going to clear 3 ILS 28 report established, Shark 58 Mike, thanks. Goes on control, run 544 Alpha Quebec, descending through 260, direct to the moon.
Alpha Alpha Quebec, Shannon, good day. Identified battery 1 Lima, landing runway 28, descend flight level 150.
On the battery Lima, arrival for runway 28, descend now flight level 150, right 54 Alpha Quebec.
On the 970 Romeo, descend flight level 70, fly radar heading 355 degrees.
Descend flight level 70 and flying 355 right now, 970 Romeo.
Shannon Control, very good evening, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, we're stand 4 Cork, Fokker 50, requesting clearance to knock.
Star 42 Bravo Romeo, Shannon, good day. Cleared knock, Tismo 1 Quebec departure, runway 16, squawk 6651.
Clear to knock, Tismo 1 Quebec departure, runway 16, squawking 6651, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, read back correct. Your startup is approved, QNH 1004, port ready for taxi.
Start when ready, QNH 1002, call for taxi, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Okay, well, we can't do anything because the GTN has decided to freeze, so once all the passengers are on, I will reload the aircraft to get the GTN back working.
Shannon Omni 575.
Omni 575, Shannon Control, crash message.
Omni 575, we've leveled flight level 170. We've got an issue with our number 2 engine. We had a high vibration reading and we had a bit of a surge about 3 minutes ago, so we've had to shut it down. This time we'd like to return to Shannon.
Omni 575, Shannon, that's copy, turn right heading 300 degrees, and do you need to dump fuel, or are you okay to make an approach now?
Right, turning 30, and we're very heavy at the moment, so we will need to dump a lot of fuel on Omni 575.
Omni 575, Shannon, roger.
Right, so that's the bus gone, so as usual, Flight 1's GTN decided to just freeze on us. It was a bus, so we'll just reload the aircraft again.
and ran out of Fokker 3 Bravo, stand 127, discuss default.
Runner 523 Bravo, pushing start approved, QNH 1000.
Who's dog addict? What's he need help with?
Cruise start approved, QNH 1000, ran out of Fokker 3 Bravo.
Oh, don't tell me P3D knows after stalling. What's he need help with, Paddy?
Omni 575 route direct to Unbeg, and I'll have holding instructions for you shortly.
Is it Gaddy, how you doing? Yeah, no worries.
Any chance we could just fly a northerly heading for the time being, please, Omni 575?
Omni 575, no worries, turn left heading 360 degrees.
Thank you, left turn 360 degrees, Omni 575.
P3D's really hating me here at the moment, so I'm just going to have to restart.
Runner 5. Runner 5. Crashing Shamrock 5 at Mike, thanks. Surface 2250 degrees, 14 knots, runway 28, clear to land.
Clear land, sorry, Shamrock 5 at Mike.
Runner 5 for office back, descend flight level 70.
Okay, I'm just going to restart.
Descend flight level 70, Ryanair 54, I'll you back.
P3D real quick. Oh. Yeah, I'm on P3D. But I've been having a lot of problems with 4.4. I've been having more crashes with 4.4 than I've had with 4.2, 3. With version 4, really. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to restart P3D real quick. So Gallic, what's the issue you're having with VATSIM? Yeah, there you go, Paddy. Where did you fly in out? Where did you fly out of? or into? Ah, okay. The only thing I can say is the best you can do, hey Jet Magic, the best you can do is just put "I'm new" in your remarks in your flight plan, and again send it a private message to the controller before you get to his airspace to say, look, I'm new. If I do anything wrong, just let me know. Blah blah blah, and they shouldn't give out to you. Okay, well, if they weren't nice or they weren't cooperative or anything, then just report them to their local VACC. That's all you can really do on your end. But I wouldn't put it off. I wouldn't let it put you off VATSIM. By all accounts, not everyone at VATSIM's like that. Yeah, as Tony said, find a quiet airport. Like, a lot of people ask me, oh, why do you do regional airports? Why do you do small airports? Why do you ATC only really at those airports? I ATC those airports to give people a chance to log on if they want to practice VFR circuits, they want to practice IFR circuits in a non-busy environment. Then that's what I offer. I don't go to, huge airports. Yeah. Yeah, Breen should be able to help them. Alright, we're back. Zug, I made the exact same mistake my first time. I flew into London Heathrow. As I got closer to Heathrow, I was told to enter a hold. I didn't even know how to enter a hold. So you can imagine how that went for me. Make sure you run vPilot in administrator mode. Okay, so our flight plan is a Tismo 1 Quebec departure. Tismo 1 Quebec to Anula. Any of the arrivals for knock. ILS 265. Actually, would Bravo have a new? Give it a fine. Check the preview. Do that, yeah. It's and the QNH he said I think was 1002. VATSIM.
Traffic.
Turn off VATSPy. Cheers for the follows out. Okay, we'll just reconnect to VATSIM real quick. Yeah, we're back with Shannon. Okay, so I have to confirm the QNH. So we go.
Shannon Line at 553 Bravo, climbing through 3000 feet.
Runway 523 Bravo, Shannon radar contact, climb flight level 230, direct rule out.
Okay, so before start checks, external power.
And direct 523 Bravo.
Not required, batteries are on. Test panel.
Solid Sharp 58 by calling short 1634.
Bulbs are good, chimes are
Sharp
good.
58 Mike, cross 1634, Hotel 1, Think 4, standard choice.
Cross 1634, like code, corrected Hotel 1 and 4, solid choice.
Fuel is checked, sufficient, the emergency light is armed. Window heat to low. Landing altitude. Set the QNH 200 feet, 500 feet, 500 feet, 1002, landing altitude is set. Seatbelts, no smoking are on and auto. Navcom FMP is set. Flight plan is in.
Clear that's approach runway 28 report established.
Our first level off. Runway heading after departure, which will bug up on lineup. Takeoff data, weight and balances are checked. Speed bugs.
Sorry, is that call for Ryanair 5 Bravo Quebec?
Speed bugs are set.
Runway 5 Alpha Quebec 8 from Navcom clear that's approach runway 28 report established.
ERP
Sorry about that, Cleveland ILS.
set for takeoff.
Established, Ryanair 5 Bravo Quebec.
Trims.
Alright.
1.1 is set. Parking brake is on. Hydraulics are checked. Pressure is good. Quantity is good. System is on. Gear pins on board. Windows and doors are closed. Seats, belts, and harnesses are adjusted and secure. Okay, so just before starts.
Omni 575, combat heading 295.
So the ignition is on.
That's 295, Omni 575.
Dome lights. Oh.
Right, 970 runway is established.
I think we have a.
So we are established below Plaza. Runway 970 runway, thanks surface wind 250 degrees, 1 front up runway 28, clear land.
Yeah, it's
Clear land runway
sound
28,
issue.
970.
Ryanair 5 4 Alpha Quebec established.
Okay, oil pressure's in the green, oil temperature's in the green.
Runway 5 Alpha back to thanks, reduce speed 160 and
Temperature's
maintain
good,
until 4 miles from touchdown.
2.
Reduce speed 160 knots for 14 Ryanair 5 Alpha Quebec.
Anything?
Samuel at Missouri 4, ready for pushback start. Shamrock 04 pushing Stella Crew face south QNH 1000 hectopascals.
Okay, monitor number 2.
Pushing start approved, Shamrock 04. Omni 575, turn left heading 200 degrees.
Left heading 200, Omni 575.
Okay, temperatures in the green, pressures are good. So the after start checks, external power is off. Start power is off, anti-icing. Icing is on. Alert lights all out, nothing seen. Flaps. 5 set for takeoff. Flight instruments 1, 2 horizons remain.
2575, turn left heading 120 degrees.
002, 500 feet, altimeter is sensible.
Left 127575.
The after start checks complete, we take the taxi.
Shannon, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, stand 4, Cork, ready for taxi.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, taxi apron Alpha, hold short, runway 16 and confirms clocking 6651.
6651, taxi, apron Alpha, hold short 16, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Runway 54 Alpha, I expect a late landing, clearance traffic just vacating.
Flight 1 GTN again.
Confirm. Runway 55 Quebec.
Oh.
970 Romeo, welcome to Dublin, taxi right Bravos.
Taxi and Bravos, runway 970.
Runway 54 Alpha, back runway 28, clear to land, surface wind check 250 degrees, 14 knot.
With around runway 28 to runway 54 Alpha Quebec.
Oh, this is really starting to bug me now.
Shannon, Daniel, 523 Bravo, Nicholas Tyett.
Runway 523 Bravo, no, unfortunately no further ATC, continue with DBCOM 1. Did you last night have a good flight to Stock State tonight?
Okay, so P3D is hung again.
Push that, continue on again to come around 523 Bravo. Bye.
We have no idea why it's after doing that.
Shannon, so get Shamrock 585, Airbus A320, Sub 404, Lima, double request a guy for clearance to Manchester.
It's the Flight 1 GTN that's causing the issue. I don't know why it just keeps
Shamrock 58
hanging.
Mike, hello, cleared Manchester, Liffey 5 Alpha, departure, squawk 7103.
I think it just doesn't want to
Air
work.
Manchester, Liffey 5 Alpha, squawk 7102, Shamrock 58 Mike.
Guess we start again.
Shamrock 58 Mike, we're back, correct report, ready?
Look up.
Yay. Give it one last go. I have the flight saved, so it's not going to be a case of setting up again. We'll have to set up the end again. I just don't know why it's stalling. This is just the universe telling me to just stick to ATCing and not flying. Yeah, Jet Magic, I use Chaseplane. I had Easy Dock version 1, but when Chaseplane came out I moved over to Chaseplane because I just prefer Chaseplane. I don't think I could use P3D without Chaseplane. Somebody asked me would I go try X-Plane for doing ATC, and I said, does X-Plane have a Chaseplane version of its own? First thing I asked. It's just a shame the Flight 1 GTN just keeps freezing. Went on the forums, nobody there is helpful. Way easier, Jet Magic. Way easier. Turn off the boarding music. I have chase plane set up to use my middle mouse button, so I just hit my middle mouse button and you just move the mouse around for viewing in C for free view. It's a lot more smoother than the built-in P3D one. But the great thing about chase plane is that when I'm doing it for tower view, when I'm ATCing, I can set up camera positions around the airport just like a CCTV and just use it that way. As I said, once you've used these things, it's very hard to not use them. If you were to be given a fresh, you know, system with a fresh install, it's like, okay, well, these are things that I definitely need to have in it. That's why I didn't make the move over to P3D until January of this year, because I didn't like what was available for P3D at that time. So once all these things started coming out, just make sure we are back. Okay, I'm just going to do a very, very, very quick start. Ah, why not? Okay, quickly start number 2. Will I reconnect the VATSIM again? One thing I didn't save was the flight plan. That's fine.
Charlie 203, stand by.
Okay, just make sure we're set up again. Yeah, we're good.
Charlie 253 taxi, hold on point, runway 23, QNH 1001, surface wind 230 degrees, 17 knots.
Lap 5 and trims are set. Okay, so we're gonna go.
Charlie 253, over departure clearance when you're ready.
Go ahead for Charlie 253.
Charlie 253, after departure 23 Alpha, stop climb altitude 3,000 feet, remain on my frequency.
After the crack.
6651 again.
3,000, your frequency, Charlie 25, Charlie.
Charlie 253, report ready.
Okay, so before takeoff checks, takeoff data and briefing, Tismo 1 Quebec, set 5,000 feet, is bugged, armed, flight controls, forward, left, right, back to neutral, back to neutral, further left, right. As flight controls checked. Takeoff checklist complete.
Challenge number 42 Bravo Romeo, we'll be fully ready and reaching.
42 Bravo Romeo, thank you. The surface wind 260 degrees at 11 knots, runway 16, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 16, number 42 Bravo Romeo. Sean, apologies, just confirm QNH Cork again, 1004.
QNH now 1005.
1005, thanks, number 42 Bravo Romeo.
Family 575, turn right heading 235 degrees.
Right turning 235, Omni 575.
Here for takeoff.
Channel Omni 575.
Omni 575, cut.
Omni 575, we've heard Cork is a nice place, so we'd like to divert there instead, please.
Omni 575, Sean, that's no problem. Continue on your present heading, expect the ILS approach runway 16 to Cork.
Okay, present heading, expect the ILS 16 Cork, Omni 575.
Takeoff for 60 knots.
Omni 575, you can plan Tismo 1 Romeo arrival.
B1.
We'll plan the Tismo 1 Romeo Omni 575.
How's the brake? You're up. Autopilot coming in.
Charlie 253, hold Charlie 23, fully ready.
Charlie 253, you're on 93, clear to take off, surface wind 23, clear degrees 17 knots.
Give it a VS.
Charlie 253.
Sure, 42 Bravo Romeo, climb flight level 70. station, Shamrock, will be back in 1 minute.
Flying power. Speed check flaps up.
Shannon's back.
Shannon, Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo, Tismo 1, Quebec, passing 4,200.
Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo, identified climb flight level 160 en route direct to Anula.
Direct to Anula, thanks. Climbing level 160, Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo.
Okay, we're direct to Anula now.
Evening 10 Tower. This is Zulu phone call. For pushback and taxi.
That's not great. Emula. Ooh.
First Shamrock 04, runway 28 clear.
That's what happens when you rush your flight plan after a crash. I put in Emula, which is God knows where, but it's 3,324 miles away. You have to change that.
Clear for takeoff 28, fly 250 after takeoff. Turn 104.
E-N-U-L, not E-M.
Zulu
Yes.
Uniform Golf Taxi, Delta 1, Delta 2, hold short 24, report ready for departure.
You're clear direct to Anula.
Copy. Zulu Uniform call.
Cheers for the sub, Stephen. Appreciate it. Happy Christmas.
8 months. Woo.
Yeah, 8 months. Cheers, bud. Okay, past transition 1013. After takeoff checks, gear and flaps are up. No lights. Altimeter is 1013. Set cross check passing 6,700. After takeoff checks complete.
Omni 575 directed to Tismo.
Vector's only 575.
Charlie 2534, passing altitude. Charlie 253, identify direct taking climb flight level 140. Charlie 253.
So, Stephen, are we getting anything good for Christmas? I decided to buy Rex Skyforce Enhanced Edition today because started the Christmas 30% off. Probably haven't configured it properly, but
Zulu Uniform call. Please repeat taxi instructions. Zulu Uniform call.
Zulu Uniform Golf Taxi Delta 1, Delta 2, hold short runway 24, report ready for departure.
Delta 1, Delta 2, Zulu Uniform call.
yeah, that looks like a good addition. I'd probably go for a CPU first though. Try upgrade CPU first, then GPU. Unless you had a really bad GPU to begin with. No, I bought the Rex. I have Skyforce. But I didn't have any cloud art, so I bought the texture
Shamrock 04
direct,
report your passing
or
altitude.
soft clouds enhanced edition, whatever that bundle was.
2100, Shamrock 04.
Shamrock 04 radar contact direct.
But I also
to
use
Resno, climb flight
environment
level
textures,
310.
ENV text. So I think I'm conflicting somewhere. I probably don't need to be using two of them, but plenty of time over the Christmas to figure it out. Looks like we have a 43 knot crosswind. Oh, you're doing even better than me. So I only have the i5 6600 stock. I don't even overclock it. But sure, does P3D not even use SLI? You're probably better off just getting a single powerful GPU. How's the cabin looking? Empty. Yay. So I like it. Will do, Paddy.
Static control, Shamrock 58 bike, 404, leave it double, got straight, plus the startup, please.
My questions that approved QNH 1001 hectopascals.
1001 plus startup approved, Shamrock 58 bike.
$110 miles to go to Anula. We're doing 215 over the ground. And we're just coming up on 160. I'm surprised that stuff doesn't happen more often, Stephen, to be fair. Everybody and anybody can get a drone now. People are stupid. They will fly drones near the airport thinking that they'll get grey shots of planes. So, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. By all accounts it does. There's a couple of hundred reports filed every year involving drones. Yeah, see, Kieran's got a drone. But Kieran's not stupid. Well, okay, he might be able to fly, but he's not stupid enough to know not to fly near an airport. But there's a lot of people that will. I could picture Christmas Day. I picture Tuesday afternoon after lunch. A couple of people driving out to Dublin Airport, all taking off on their drones, thinking they can take pictures of planes, even though there'll be no planes landing. But yeah. I actually saw a drone in Smiths today for about it was about 29 quid. Nearly got it. Then I said, I have no interest in a drone. Then my daughter asked me why don't I buy it, and I said I have no interest in a drone.
Salute Uniform Golf. I have your clearance when you're ready.
Let's see what the weather. Boring.
Ready for departure. Zulu uniform golf.
Zulu uniform golf after departure. Right hand turn out to the north. Not above 1,700 feet VFR. Squawk 7,000.
That's that 43 knot wind behind us pushing us.
Zulu uniform golf. Right hand 1,000. I'll repeat, squawk.
Zulu uniform golf. The squawk is 7,000. After departure, right hand turn out to the north. Not above altitude 1,700 feet VFR.
Thank you. Oh yeah, Zulu uniform golf.
Zulu uniform golf, clear takeoff, runway 24. The surface wind 230 degrees at 12 knots.
Thanks very much. Have a good holiday. Uniform golf.
Lovely 575%, altitude 3,000 feet, QNH 1005.
One out of 5, 3,000 feet, only 575. Double correction, Shamrock 5, 8 Mike cross taxi.
Shamrock 5, 8 Mike taxi, Echo 1, hold short, runway 28, port ready for departure.
Taxi Echo 1, hold short 28, port ready, Shamrock 5, 8 Mike.
So we have 20 minutes to run to Anula.
Charlie 253, taken to Delta, runway 24, report ready for descent.
Plan for 3,000 feet, give us descent in 10 minutes.
Hello, Shamrock. 5 8 Mike, correct departure, Echo 1, to the right.
Shamrock 5, 8 Mike, thank you, wind check 253, 12 knots, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff to Shamrock 5 8 Mike. Channel 575, we're still about 25 tons over our max landing weight, so we would like to pick up a hold at Roval and do a few spins there and then commence the approach to 16.
Omni 575, that is Captain Hope over Roval, and would you like to maintain flight level 70 or continue to send 3000?
So Rian is flying under the Omni call sign, which means he must be
okay, hold roll and we'll
some sort of
descend
US
3000, Omni 575.
transport. So if he's too heavy, just get him to jump out the back. Yeah, hashtag Shadowwatch. Somebody on the internet is flying US troops out of Shannon.
Anomaly 575 Shannon.
Express is only 575.
Anomaly 575, the Cork officials would like to know what sort of cargo you have on board tonight.
I'm only the pilot, so I don't really deal with loading the plane, I'm afraid, only 575.
Anomaly 575 Shannon, Roger.
Lies.
There are men in uniforms in the back, that's all I can say, I'm afraid.
Roger.
Shamrock, 585 Airborne, 8200, please.
Sure, standard by Shadow Radar contact, climb flight level 210.
210 Shamrock, 585.
Killian sounds like he's got a cold.
Squawking mode, Charlie.
Squawk 0710, do uniform golf.
Zulu uniform golf, just confirm you are squawking mode, Charlie, that your transponder is to altitude reporting, please.
Uniform golf, altitude set here.
Zulu uniform golf, thank you, radar contact. You'll be exiting controlled airspace in 10 miles on your present track.
Copy that. Zulu uniform golf.
So are we going to see the VATSIM voice codec being upgraded in Q1 2019? Yeah, praise. Apparently I'm inside airspace. Okay. Thank you, Carmen. Appreciate it. That must be Garmin's way of basically just holding their hands up if a pilot said, "You never told me I was in airspace." But we'll tell you every time you're in airspace. We'll bug you so much that you cannot blame us if you ever get called that you were in airspace. I know there's probably a way to set it up where it doesn't annoy you that much, but yeah. Kieran, the AirSim website has been down for the last couple of weeks. I think Graham Smith needs to just dump the scenery on his freeware and leave it at that. Yeah, we'll get Max to release for version 4 freeware. That was pretty great. Orbix kind of announcing that they'll consider doing Irish scenery once They released True Earth Ireland. They shouldn't do Dublin. Dublin should be a no-no for them. They should go nowhere near Dublin and concentrate on the smaller ones. Cork first, then everywhere else.
Only 575, just as a precaution, we'd like fire services standing by Cork for arrival, please.
Just seeing it on the Orbex page. Orbex
Only 575, that's copied. Is there any explosives on board?
Orbex Donegal.
Nope, none at all. Only 575.
Only 575, Roger. I'll advise the airfield officials and you can report ready for approach.
We'll call me 575.
Shannon, Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo, we're ready for descent.
Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo, descend flight level 80.
Descend level 80, Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo.
That's because, Stephen, you need to add an E. Cheers for the host, Rico. Appreciate it.
Requesting vector to
You need to add an E at the end of the R, Stephen. Come on. Era sim.
Zulu Uniform Golf, if you turn right heading 050 degrees Belfast.
Okay, send 580, scene set, armed, and we'll descend at about 1800.
8105, Zulu Uniform Golf, much appreciated.
Zulu Uniform Golf, leaving controlled airspace. It is a flight information service outside of controlled airspace. There is no traffic to affect you.
Oh yeah, Zulu Uniform Golf.
Charlie 253, allow further descent for you in 5 miles due to controlled airspace. Where's it 253?
Yeah, parts of, but it just shows that they're not putting any, I suppose, watch on it. They stopped giving support for it. The support forum was closed down. The only way you could, if you were just an ordinary customer searching for Irish scenery for FSX, and you came across the website and you bought it, but you had an issue with it, I think the support side of it would be very, very dodgy. I don't think they'd be getting back to you as quick as you think they would.
Charlie 253, descent altitude 3,000 feet. You can redirect Derag from Derag, cleared ILS approach runway 24, report established. Shannon QNH 1003. Descent 3,000, direct Derag after Derag, report established runway 24, and QNH 1013. Shamrock correction, Charlie 253. And Charlie 253, just check QNH 1003, 1003. Apologies, 1003. Sorry, 253.
Only 575, we'd like to commence the approach in the next inbound turn to Roval.
Omni 575, copy. Next time inbound Roval, cleared ILS approach runway 16, report established.
Roger, next inbound turn to Roval, clear ILS approach runway 16, and we'll call you established. Only 575.
We're doing the ILS Bravo, runway 26, inbound course 264, ILS 1107. Platform altitude for intercept 3000, Copax, glide. Prominent visibility, missed approach. Straight ahead, left turn back in over the VOR. tune in 1107. And active both sides. Haha. Actually, yeah, I must try control up in Belfast again. Yeah, I've done that for a while.
Zulu Uniform Golf, just verify that heading was 050 degrees. I'm showing you on an easterly track at the moment.
So the outside temperature is -1, anti-icing is on.
Zulu Uniform Golf, my apologies, 05 degrees.
Flight level 80.
Charlie 253 shot.
Gonna put it in heading mode.
Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo, descent altitude 5,000 feet. The Connect QNH 1,000 hectopascals, radar service terminates, passing flight level 80.
Okay, 5,000 feet, QNH 1,000, I'll copy, Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo.
Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo, report localized, established runway 26.
Guy, established localizer 26, Shamrock 42, Bravo Romeo.
Okay, descend 5,000 feet, VS armed. Yes, relax.
Omni 575, fully established, ILS around 6-7 miles.
Omni 575, Shannon, the surface wind 250 degrees at 9 knots, runway 16. You're clear to land and make sure it's nice and soft for the soldiers.
Clear to land 16, Omni 575. Welcome.
Okay, so to identify the ILS, we're looking for ... dash. Okay, that's the ILS identified.
Omni 575, just in the event of a missed approach, we'd like to continue runway heading to 5,000 feet, please.
Omni 575, Shannon, Roger, in the event of a missed approach, climb altitude 5,000 feet, and you can continue the extended time to land.
Thank you, extend us to 95,000 feet, Omni 575.
What you need to do, Stephen, is get more lads up the north qualified to ATC in the north. Because nobody on the big island next to it wants to do it. And sure, look, once Brexit happens, you know.
Shamrock 5, headline contact Manchester, radar 118.575, goodbye.
Manchester radar 118.575, Shamrock 5, cheers, bye-bye.
It's 3 degrees now. It's fine. So the approach checklist, landing data briefing is completed. ILS 26264 set on the course 1107 set. ILS is identified. Go around straight ahead, left turn back to the VOR 4000 feet. Instructed by ATC, the altimeter is 1000. Set cross checked 5000 feet. See approach checklist and complete.
Good evening, Channel Control. We're now 82 Fokker Charlie with you, Dublin stand 123, requesting our aircraft clearance to Gatwick, please.
Run 82 Fox Charlie, shouting today, cleared Gatwick, Exit 1 Alpha, departure runway 28, squawk 6615.
Cleared to Gatwick, public Exit 1 Alpha, departure, squawk 6615, runway 28, minor 82 Fokker Charlie.
82 Fox Charlie, back correct report ready for actually your push is approved QNH 10014.
Well, to be fair to VATSIM UK, the visiting controlling system is simplified a lot simplified than what it used to be. So.
Sorry, 82 Fox Charlie.
I still have my visiting status for there, but.
Omni 575, welcome to Cork. So, I need to backtrack if you can, and you can take it at the very end Alpha onto one of the cargo aprons.
Thanks for letting me backtrack Alpha to one of the cargo stands, and you'll definitely my inspection after that, Omni 575.
Perhaps 5.
Rescue is to proceed on to runway 106 and make sure the runway isn't empty.
Landing speed for about the 110 should be good. He's what, Fabio? He's part of the Carenado. Nice. Back of 12 is open, Kieran. You should go for that. It's in Asia though. I'm making a right turn. Arm the approach. Fly stops alive. Localizer is coming in.
Omni 575 photograph.
took a bit of time.
Be careful, the club is off your right.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo is local as established 26.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, thanks to set altitude 3000 feet, cleared our last approach runway 26, report 5 miles.
Descend 3000 feet, cleared approach, call you 5 miles, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
4,000 feet, scene set armed, cleared for the approach and next report 5 miles. Set the ERP to go around. No, he cleared me down to 3,000 feet, cleared me for the approach, and my next report is 5 miles.
Charlie 253, looking at Alpha.
We're still in heavy IMC.
Charlie 233, welcome to Shannon, left Alpha, stand 3-4. That's Alpha, stand 3-4, Charlie 233.
Eurocontrol aisles, Fabio, would be a lot easier if the UK had free routing upper level, got rid of the airways.
Evening to Uniform Golf, making a pit stop in Galway, requesting vectors to airport.
Zulu Uniform Golf, Shannon, that's copied. Remain clear, control areas, and report when you'd like to change frequencies.
Copy, Zulu Uniform Golf.
Okay, 2,500 checks, light drizzle. The dark cloud we just flew into. Ah, the west of Ireland in the winter, huh? Okay, glide slopes coming in. I'm sure.
Ryanair 82 Foxtrot Charlie requesting taxi.
Runway 2 Fox Charlie, taxi link 5, Papa 1, enter runway 16, hold short runway 28.
Link 5 onto Papa 1, left onto 16, full short runway 28, Ryanair 82 Foxtrot Charlie.
2,500. 2,500.
2,500 checks. Maps 15. Okay, gear down. That's a nice view on a grey, wet, wintry evening.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo is 5 miles.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, thank you. Surface wind 2408, that's runway 26, clear to land.
Clear land 26, thanks, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Oh, we're getting kicked about. She's having trouble staying on the ILS. Okay, flaps 25. Yeah, autopilot's coming out because autopilot's having problems. Okay. Landing checks, landing gears down, 3 greens, flaps 25 set for landing. Landing clearance we have, landing lights are on, landing checks complete.
Shamrock 04 negative, you'll be leaving from airspace in 140 miles from minimum frequency. 140 miles, how about that?
1,000.
1,000 checks.
Flight slope.
Yes.
Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope. Flight slope.
It screams glide slope at me when I have the autopilot off, but it doesn't scream at the autopilot. The autopilot can't hold the glide slope.
Only 575 for on salmon shutdown. Thanks for the help. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas, bye. Break, Ryanair 82 Fox Charlie, runway 28 clear, takeoff, surface wind check, 250 degrees, 13 knots.
Clear takeoff, number 28, so Ryanair 82 Fox Charlie.
Yeah. Not a good pilot. Listen, Fabio. Any fool can fly a 787 747. Rather modern avionics push to start. Auto navigation. This is real flying.
400.
Checked.
300.
Checked.
200.
Decision is to land. Continuing.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Oh, that's a nose wheel tire change. Worse. Knots throw us off. Hey, 114, that wasn't bad. Don't worry about it, Kieran.
Ryanair 82 Foxtrot Charlie, passing 2,500 feet.
What are you on about rolling fire trucks? That was 140.
Shannon, radar contact, direct
Kissed
tip,
the runway.
climb flight level 230.
Direct to Lutic, climb 230 from Ryanair 82 Foxtrot Charlie.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, well to knock left, also stand 1 with the marshal and the fire trucks are following behind.
Ha! Left and Alpha, stand 1 with the marshal, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Do I want to follow me for now?
Play Fabio.
No. Okay, left and Alpha.
Entry first entry for Shannon Crystal Airport to Waterford. Waterford? Really? Well, that's everything. Charlie Debrief cleared Waterford, Bagu to Bravo departure runway 24, squawk 6627. Clear to Waterford International Airport, Bagu to Bravo 246627, Charlie 253. Charlie 253, your revive is correct. Your pushing side approved when ready. The Shannon QNH 104, you can report ready for taxi. Pushing side approved when ready. 1004, and we'll call taxi Charlie 253.
Okay. So a quick shutdown here, and we'll do the next leg to Dublin.
Shannon Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, shut down to stand 1 and quick turnaround and we'll be back off to Dublin then. Call you back.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, speak to the view.
Get them deboarded. Get the people who are coming to knock deboarded. Get the flight plan set up for Dublin. Go from knock. Runway 26. Back bad departure. Oscar.
Hi, hello, thank you. Great job, gentlemen.
Great job, gentlemen. Apple.
Bye. Bye, have a good one.
Dublin.
Thank you, thank you. Bye, thank you. Bye, thank you. Bye.
What is the weather for Dublin?
Bye, have a good one. Have a good day. You too.
25, so we go for 28.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Apple 1 Lima for 28.
Thank you, thank you.
Lima.
Bye. Bye, thank you.
ILS 28.
Have a good day. You too. Thank you. You did a great job. Thank you for a wonderful flight.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Flight to knock again.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Look at them all going to squeeze into that little bus, huh? Someone on the GSX development team thought that wasn't going to be an issue.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Bye bye. Thank you. You did a great job. Thank you for a wonderful flight.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye bye.
Alright, to Fox Charlie, unfortunately no further ITC, London's offline. Continue to come 122, that's Liverpool flight to Gatwick, Merry Christmas.
Continue on 122.8, Merry Christmas to you too. Thanks very much. Ryder 82, Foxtrot Charlie, goodbye.
Fabio, in reality, they would obviously just walk out of the plane straight into the terminal, but GSX haven't implemented that feature yet where you can set up a virtual door for them to walk towards. Yeah, that's not implemented yet. So 20-something passengers get on and disappear into that bus. For clearance again.
Shannon Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, stand 1 knock for clearance to Dublin.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, Shannon Lloyd ends cleared to Dublin, back by 1 Alpha departure, runway 26. Initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 6601.
Clear to Dublin, back by 1 Alpha departure, runway 26, 5,000 feet, squawk 6601, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
I don't think so, Fabio.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, we're back. Start approved, report ready for taxi, VNOT QNH 1000.
Start approved, call for taxi, QNH 1000, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Okie dokie. So, the cabin crew. Set position. Boarding.
Try that again.
As I do before starts, weather coming, external power not required, batteries are on, last panel, chimes are good, bulbs look good, fuel levers are shut, fuel is checked, sufficient emergency light is armed, window is low, landing altitude in Dublin, 200. Set. And the QNH in Dublin 002. Set. Landing altitude set. Seatbelt no smoking signs are on and auto. Navcom FMP. Runway heading wheel bug. On lineup 5,000 feet our first level off. Back by 1 Alpha is again. Takeoff data is prepared. ERP set to trims. Zero 1.4 set.
04 Shannon overhead Resno
Parking
radar
brake is on.
Shannon Wicket is offline. Continue Unicom 122 Destin, have a good flight to Kennedy.
Quantity pressure is good.
1224 have a good afternoon.
Gear pins are on board. Windows and doors are closed. 4-star checklist to windows. Items open. But back to answer your question, Fabio, I'm not too sure. Last I checked, they didn't have the option to set up virtual door.
Are you able to accept departure from runway 24 via Alpha, or is that asking too much from that little castle?
Whether it's been updated or not, can't tell, but...
Yeah, check. I got it.
Charlie 253, perfect, make a left turn Alpha, line up runway 24, board ready for departure.
I'm doing good.
Alpha, line up runway 24, we'll cover it, suspension, safety.
Come the fresh batch of recruits.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Alright, so. Fucking GTN. I'm telling ya. Alright, GTN is frozen, so we're gonna go old school. Just. It worked. 174.
Good evening, ma'am.
And we're picking it up. Can we change it? Perfect. So after departure, we're going to request direct to Dublin VR. 14.9. Because our GTN is frozen, so we're going to go old school nav.
Charlie 253, when check is 240 series 14 knots, runway 24, correction. Yeah, runway 24 by Alpha, cleared to take off.
Runway 24 by Alpha, cleared to take off. Charlie 253.
Shannon, Sharma 42 Bravo Romeo.
42 Bravo Romeo, go ahead.
Shannon, Sharma 42 Bravo Romeo, we've just lost our fancy modern avionics, and after departure we're requesting now a left turn direct to the Dublin VR.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, Shannon, that is no problem at all. After passing 2,000 feet, you are cleared direct to the Dublin VOR at climbing altitude 5,000 feet. Squawk remains the same.
Okay, Squawk, actually, can we have 6651 in the Squawk?
It's broken everything now, hasn't it? 6651 you can keep.
Perfect, 6651 after departure, I'm passing 2,000 feet, clear direct Dublin VR, climbing to 5,000, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, correct. And start approved, QNH 1,000 hectopascals.
Start approved, QNH 1,000, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Come up. Okay, before start checklist, 2 items were open, windows and doors are now closed. Pedals, seats and harnesses are adjusted and secured. So that is before startup checklist. On. Air power on. Selected. 20%. Mission lever start. Monitor number 1. Okay, 1 is stable, start number 2. %, condition lever start. It still works. Jesus. Hey, Pa, how you doing? Okay, that's 1 and 2 stable. Mission start power can come off. Mission levers. Yeah, test it out. Okay, so the after start checks, external power is removed, wasn't required, start power is off, anti-icing is set, probe heats are on, alert lights, nothing seen,
radar contact, you can route direct to Watford and
5, set for departure.
Would you like to fly
Flight
to
instruments,
the air for runway 21 or would you like to route direct to the
direct.
initial approach fix?
WVOR, Conic VOR was tracking, QNH 1000 set. It is after start checklist complete. What we're going to do a manual pushback with the engines and then make a left turn for Alpha.
Charlie 25 station, Roger, you can climb flight level 110.
Zulu from North, 25 miles north of Shannon, 2 lanes.
Zulu unit from Gaul Shannon, hello again, squawk 6647.
6647, Zulu uniform Gaul.
Shannon, Sherman 42 Bravo Romeo is ready for taxi.
So 42 Bravo Romeo taxi, enter backtrack runway 26, line up report ready.
Taxi Alpha, backtrack line 26, clear ready, Sherman 42 Bravo Romeo.
Zulu unit from Gaul Shannon, entering controlled airspace, radar control service, you can report final runway 24, no traffic to effect.
Runway 24, Zulu uniform Gaul.
So we're on Alpha, going to make a left turn backtrack line up. So before takeoff checklist, takeoff data briefing, takeoff data is set, briefing, non-RNAV departure, runway heading, passing 2,000 feet, climbing to 5,000, make a left. We're going to make a left turn direct to Dublin VR.
Sherman 42 Bravo Romeo, we'll be fully ready on turnaround.
Sherman 42 Bravo Romeo, Shannon, after departure left turn direct to the V4 passing 2,000 feet, clear takeoff runway 26, first wind check, 240 degrees 8 knots.
Clear takeoff 26 after departure, left turn out on track Dublin, Sherman 42 Bravo Romeo.
Engine stable, takeoff power. Knots, airspeed's alive. $100 knots. V1 rotate. Positive climb, gear up. Heading mode engaged. BS, altitude select. Scene set and armed. Okay, 2,000 feet, make a left turn.
Sherman 42 Bravo Romeo is airborne passing 3,600 for 5,000.
42 Bravo Romeo, Shannon, radar contact, clear on track to the Dublin VATSIM, climb flight level 160, report ready for descent, expected to control my 28.
Okay, copy, cleared on track, Dublin, climb. Sam, actually stand by for the climb, 42 Bravo Romeo. We request flight level 150 if that's right.
42 Bravo Romeo, no worries, climb flight level 150.
Climb level 150, thanks, and that's 28 Dublin, Sherman 42 Bravo Romeo.
Okay, that's tracking Dublin, and we are cleared up to 150, scene set armed, passing transition 013 set. Check swaps up. 1013 set, cross checked 5,700. Gears up, no lights, that's the after takeoff, checklist complete. I'm flying the Carenado Fokker 50. Come off. Flying power set.
Trinity 253, Shannon.
Trinity 253, just go with me possible. We get the ILS 21 forward, by any chance.
Trinity 253, Shannon, that's no problem. You can route direct to Carenado, Golf Alpha Mike Delta Oscar, when ready to descend flight level 80.
Roger, Richard, take down now, and send 80, ready, Charlie Schweitzer.
Okay, so we're tracking Dublin, 87 nautical miles to go, 230. Oh, was that the reason, Kieran, was it? Well, I suppose it makes sense to add him to a whitelist. That's all it was at the end of the day. Wow. Yeah, no, you're right. It does work better. True. Somebody in FS Elite Discord just posted that. That's a pretty sweet deal for 24 hours on the 24th. All Captain Sim products, even the 757, be $25. Not bad. Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
Charlie 253, descend altitude 3,000 feet, clear south position for the ILS approach runway 2104, fully established.
Good south position for the ILS runway 2104 for return before established, Charlie 253.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, leave DWR on a heading of 110 degrees.
Leave Dublin heading 110, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo. Okay, 110. It's bugged. That's runway 28, 11135. Set that up and standby, 11135. Actually, I don't think that frequency from my scenery, so let me double check. I think it's 108.9. It's not going to be active yet anyway. Okay, inbound course 279, we'll set that up so you get closer. 3,000 feet first. Platform altitude. Missed approach, straight ahead. You'll join the inbound. Join radial 278 Dublin. Climbing to 5,000 feet as directed. Change altitude 5,000 feet. Fine. MSA is 2,400. For some reason we knocked off our nav. Good oak. You turn back. Have to turn back.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo on the ready descend flight level 80.
Descend flight level 80, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Hit descend 80. Scene set armed.
Charlie 25321 clear land surface in 280 degrees 6 knots.
What's the ups about, Zog? It's fine. Errors you can learn from. Don't worry about it. Just keep at it. One of the hardest things on VATSIM to learn is just the airspace you're flying in. Like, I think I heard you on frequency over in Galway. If you were in Galway, that's uncontrolled airspace. You don't even need to talk to ATC below a certain altitude. Yeah. .6 miles from Dublin. What you need to do, Zug, is you need to make sure vPilot is running as administrator in Windows 10. Just make sure you're running vPilot as administrator. If you run it as administrator, you can have it minimize and the push to talk will work. Yeah, it's just one of those little quirks that unless you know about it, you probably run into that issue. But yeah, run it as administrator, you're good to go. Yeah, no, I totally understand you. When I upgraded to Windows 10, first using vPilot, it just, well, yeah, I wasn't picking up my PTTs when I was pressing it, unless it was in focus. No, Kieran, it was in Riga when he was flying earlier.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, descend altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1002.
5,000 feet, 1002, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Heading 100 is set, or heading 110 is set after WVR. You're down now to 5,000 feet, 1002.
Charlie 253, thanks, station taxi to the apron.
Get to the approach checks, landing data, approach briefing, ILS runway 28, inbound 282, 3,000 feet platform, altimeter is 1002, set cross checked 7,400 or 5,000. There's the airport. So we'd be pretty much flying this heading outbound to Dublin VOR, maybe vectored for a right turn in, back in for the ILS and for runway 28. I'm going to put it into heading mode now. Swap over the frequencies. On course 282. Okay, that's dub ILS identified. European airports start with E.
42 Bravo Romeo, turn left heading 105 degrees, descend altitude 3,000 feet.
Left 5 degrees, 105 down to 3,000 feet, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
3,000 feet, scene set, armed, left turn 105. European airports start with Echo Zug, then Echo India for Ireland, Echo Golf for UK. Actually,
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, 25 track miles to touchdown.
Copy, thanks, 42 Bravo Romeo.
not all airports, not all European, I got that wrong, not all European airports start with E. A lot do, but not all. But Irish airports are Echo India. Echo India Delta Whiskey Dublin, Echo India Charlie Kilo Cork, Echo India November Shannon.
Jonathan Spencer, good evening. Again, Rescue 116. Takeoff here to Haggard, requesting permission please for form a rescue of Bull Island. From Bull Island, referred to Baldoddle.
Rescue 16 Shannon, today's clock 0076, he requesting lift from Iona or taxi on to runway 16 for lift.
We're going to lift over for the Haggard fleet.
Can.
Rescue 16 Shannon, I'll just work 0076 and I'll have the lift for you in a minute.
I'll take a walk around the cabin. No passengers though.
Okay, 0076, that's copy thanks, Rescue 116.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, turn right heading 155 degrees.
Right turn heading 155, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Right turn 155. Flaps 5.
Rescue 16, cleared left in transition, standard route Malahide, not above 500 feet, QNH 1002, surface wind 250 degrees, 12 knots.
Here for the lift, standard route over to Malahide, not above 500 feet, at QNH 1002, Rescue 116.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, turn right heading 250 degrees, descend altitude 2,000 feet, cleared ILS approach runway 28 report established.
Right turn 250 down to 2,000 feet, cleared ILS approach 28, call you established, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
$2,000 feet, scene set armed. Flaps 10.
Sonic Control, good evening, Red Nose 7147, flight level 360, inbound Struggle.
Armed the approach.
Right now 7147 shining good day, radar contact, route direct to Pickle, maintain flight level 360.
Circuit 2, take over, maintain flight level 36.
2500 checks. We have the runway approach lights in sight. Top 15. Miles to touchdown. Localizers live, waiting for the capture.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, traffic information is a rescue helicopter currently off your
captured.
1 to 2 o'clock operation at above 500 feet.
Okay, keep a lookout, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo.
Rescue 16 at above 500 feet, cleared landway transit, report up Bull Island.
At about 500 feet, cleared lab bay transit, report Bull Island, rescue 116.
Rescue 16, just confirm you are routing to the east of Host Head first before crossing the active approach.
Alright, gear down.
Say again, sorry, rescue 116.
Yeah, Rescue 16, you should be the east side of Host Head, below 500 feet. The east side of Host Head traffic is currently about half mile to your 6 o'clock, 1,500 feet descending on the ILS.
Roger, route east of Host, about 500 capture traffic, rescue 16.
Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, apologies. Fully established now, ILS 285.5.
42 Bravo Romeo, no worries, runway 28 clear lands and check 250 degrees, 12 knots.
Clear land 28, Shamrock 42 Bravo Romeo, we copy the traffic.
Rescue 116 or Curdy pull out of the first thing I'm going to check.
1,000 checks. Grand. Don't worry. Okay, landing checks, landing the gears down, 3 green. Flaps set, 25 ERP, just set to go around. Landing checks complete. Five hundred checks. Four hundred checks.
Connect Galway, good evening. Run S6 Fokker Tango 737-800 at Dublin and 1-4
200 checks.
Run S6 Fokker Tango Shannon, good day. Cleared to Stansted, Liffey 5 Alpha departure, runway 28, squawk 6664.
Stansted, Liffey 5 Alpha 6664. Run S6 Fokker Tango.
100.
You heard the readback run S6 Fokker Tango.
6 Fox Tango, negative, just heard Liffey 5 Alpha.
Well, that clear Stansted, Liffey 5 Alpha, walk 6664. Run S6
60 knots.
6 Fox Tango, thank you, readback right when ready, push and stand approved, QNH 1002.
Already pushed out approved, I'm now 1002.
Sharma 42 Bravo Romeo is indicated Echo 5. And requesting stand 202.
Sharma 42 Bravo Romeo 202, taxi Bravos Hotel 2, cross runway 1634, Hotel 1 and link 4.
Bravos, left Hotel 2, cross 1634, link 4, stand 202, thanks. Sharma 42 Bravo Romeo.
Yeah, Chartsogue, but this is, I mean, this is one of the home airports, so I know it off the back of my hand. Oh, you wouldn't get... I'd stop. .202 Aerlingus. All the ground handling equipment that you see is GSX.
Right, good evening, Shannon, Ryanair 42 Mike Juliet with you out of flight level 240 for flight level 150 inbound factory. Well, 42 Mike Juliet, Shannon, today identified, cleared direct to Factory 1 Lima landing, runway 28.
I had him set up for the stand.
Clear direct Factory 1 Lima landing, ILS 28, Ryanair 42 Mike Juliet.
Yeah, all that stuff is GSX, all the ground handling equipment, the animated pushback tug, baggage tug, the ground marshaller, passengers, all that is GSX version 2. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. As always, cheers for tuning in. Kieran, appreciate staying on for the ATC. And I'll talk to you guys on the next stream, probably ATC tomorrow night. So, until then, talk to you then. Okay guys, that's it from me for this stream. As always, cheers for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Thanks to all the pilots who flew through my airspace. And until next time, I'm on a Unicom. Bye bye.